So do you want your videos coming out of iMovie to look a bit more cinematic, or do you just want to improve the color of your videos? Well, that's what I'm going to teach you in this video. I'm going to show you how you can do some basic color correction in iMovie. So let's jump into it. Hey there, welcome back into the MacBook Pro. Now, what do you do if you've got a shot in your timeline and it just doesn't look right, or you want another color to really shine? Well, you can see in this example here, I've brought in a clip from the recent iPad Magic Keyboard review we did, and as you can see, straight out of camera, it looks very, very great. Now, this is on purpose. In some cameras, you get what's called a log profile, and this does this so you can retain more of the information. If you're filming on an iPhone or a Samsung Android phone, a Pixel, something like that, you'll find actually most of the shots coming straight out of your iPhone will be pretty good. But what do you do if you want to adjust these? So I'm going to show you here. First of all, just make sure you select the clip first by clicking the clip and making sure it has the yellow box around it. Now, the first thing you should try is come up here to color balance. Now, the automatic settings don't always work, but I find maybe like 8 times out of 10 they work perfectly fine. So I would try clicking auto. Match the color is handy if you want to match another shot you've done. So let's just say you've filmed on 2 different days and the colors don't quite match. You can match this to another shot that we've done. White balance is great if you want to white balance this shot. So let's just say, I know this desk here is white. We can click that. And you can see it hasn't adjusted it much because the white balance was all right in the camera. Or we can adjust it there. And you can see it just goes slightly more blue there. This part is also white. So you want to pick something white within your shot, color pick it using that, and that will help balance the shot much more nicely before we go into the color correction process. So I'm going to click OK on there, or the tick box. You've also got skin tone balance as well. I never find this works very well, but let's just try clicking it. There you go. You can see actually it didn't do a too bad job that time. It kind of helps even out your skin tones, and this is worth at least trying. Now let's click the tick on there and go to the advanced color section. So let's go to color correction here. So as I say, this looks very grey, grayed out to me. So what we want to do is adjust some of these sliders. Now, this one here adjusts kind of like your exposure for the brighter areas, as you can see there, as it's just popped up. And by the way, it's a little tip there. If you're unsure what something means within iMovie, just hover over it and leave your mouse there. And you can see it gives you a little tooltip there. So that one adjusts the saturation to make the clip more or less colorful. So this one will adjust the highlights. If I drag that to the right and the left, you can see there, the shot already was a little bit kind of gray. So if we drag this up, I would drag it to about there. We've then got the increase the difference between the light and dark areas, sometimes called midtones. So let's do that. So if we pull this out, you can see the adjustment it's making there. To the left, it goes grayer. To the right, it kind of has a deeper, darker contrast, which I quite like. So let's drag that there. This will do the same, but for the sort of darker ends, the shadows. Let's drag that across there. So I like to have the shadows crushed a little bit. Let's do the same here. And you really just want to play around with this to get the kind of shot to your liking. And then we're going to adjust this here. You can see if I drag it too far to the left, it starts crushing the shadows. If you look at the Magic Keyboard here, and we don't want that. So you want to bring it up so you've got the detail in all of your shadows and your highlights to the right level. And I would say about there is right for me. Now we want to adjust the saturation to give it some more colors to pop. If I drag it to the right there, you can see already, look at that. It's giving it just much more color there. I mean, look at the Union Jack flag here in the back. Look at my skin tones. You can see when we drag that up, we pull back those colors and it gives it a nice warm tone. You want your videos to come across nice and warm, especially if you're presenting. And then here we've got a tint. So this kind of color adjusts to make it warmer or cooler. So you can see if I adjust it to the left, that will make it feel cooler. So if you are trying to have the effect that you were filming in winter, or you'll see this in horror films, when they want to give off a sense of fear, they'll tend to make things look cooler. Look at any horror film or science fiction film you've ever seen. You'll see it has much more of a blue tinge to it. And then if we drag it to the right, it goes much more orange and gives you that more sort of warmer, summery tones. I like to leave it just around the center, really. I find the saturation improvements will help improve your video much more. So that's all you really need to do at this stage. After you've adjusted your color balances and got it to the right level, so you could technically export it like this, what you can then do if you want is go over to here, you click that, and then you go to Clip Filter. And then what this will do is load up a load of filters that are very similar to like an Instagram filter, if you've ever seen one of those. Now, these can be quite useful. This one flips your shot. You can have it on none if you just want to see it how it was. But you've got some quite useful ones. This one here is a vintage look. I've got a friend who runs a vintage clothing company. He puts this filter on, and it does actually make the videos look very, very good. You've got the blockbuster one if you want it to look like a kind of Hollywood movie. You've got aged film if you want to give it that kind of country and western look, the old sort of western movie look. So play around with these. You know, all you have to do is hover over them. They do require you really to color correct your videos first, and they can be quite useful. I do see people in business trying to use these for business videos, and I don't think they look that good. I think use them really carefully, and if you're trying to use them for an effect, that's fantastic, but don't just plonk them on any video that you're putting up online. But have a play around with them. There's about there's over about 15 effects you can have there to try out. Have a play around with them. I like the vintage one the best, but let me know in the comment section below which filter you like best. And that is essentially how you color correct in iMovie. So there we go. That's how you can make some basic color adjustments to your films and videos within iMovie. And remember, this is part of my full iMovie playlist where I'm going to take you from beginner to pro in no time. In the next video, we're going to be looking at the best ways to edit your audio in iMovie, so stay tuned if you want to see that one.